Hi Virgo, and welcome to your June predictions reading. Today's reading is going to be a general predictions reading. So if you are looking for love prediction readings or love specific readings, I do have one up for your sign from mid-May to mid-June, and I'll be doing the mid-June to mid-May one, mid-June to mid-July one by June 15th. So be sure to be subscribed to stay updated and notified. Okay, everybody. I just laughed because a bird just flew onto the window, like trying to get in. Crazy, looks like a young bird too. So this reading is intended for Virgo Sun Moon risings or those who have strong Virgo placements in their chart. If you're not a Virgo and you are here cross-watching, you're more than welcome to stay. I just need you to know that I'm a very honest reader. So if you hear or see something you do not like, you have been warned, okay? Let's get into it, Virgo. I'm going to start by pulling 3 cards from this Oracle deck, which will tell us the main 3 themes that you can expect to experience in the month of June. For the first theme, we have square coming out. Ooh, okay. What is the second theme for Virgo? We have T-square. Oh my gosh, who hurt you, Virgo? What is the third theme for Virgo? We have Leo and we have 11. Okay, I would like to talk about each of these themes, but what I found is most helpful is we're just going to talk about them one by one. I'll be clarifying with tarot and then we'll get advice. It's just easier that way, so it doesn't get too confusing. At the back of your deck, sweets, we do have Ascendant in the reverse position. So I am picking up, Virgo. There's an energy here of you having conflict, I'll be honest. I'm not sure if you've started it. I will see what tarot says, but it feels like this is the kind of conflict that makes you doubt who or how successful you are in the situation that you're in. It's the kind of conflict with Ascendant reverse that has you questioning where you're going to be and how capable you are of achieving those future goals or that path that you've set yourself on. It could be as small as some confidence issues to as big as just feeling out of place and feeling like you don't really belong somewhere. So it's a horrible feeling, and I'd love to see who started it, because we can get to the root of how to work with that feeling and feel better in the month of June as well. We're going to start with theme 1 over here. We have square in the upright position, Virgo. So this is confrontational. I'll be honest with you. Square is very confrontational. It feels like 2 planets kind of trying to fight each other essentially and combat each other's energies. So it feels like you're having a rift here with someone. And without drawing too many conclusions, I just want to get tarot out for you, so we can see very clearly what the heck is happening with this confrontational energy. For Virgo, please, Spirit. What is this square energy for Virgo? What is this square energy? Okay. What is this square energy? Okay, that card did want to come out. My bad. I got to talk about this, and then I'm definitely pulling clarifiers because I'm not 100% confident in this message, and I want to make sure that if it is such a heavy message, you're getting the right information. So at the back of the deck, we do have the 5 of Pentacles, and it is upright. I'll have the decks listed in the description box too, you guys, if you're curious. So the 3 cards I have for you, sweets, is the 4 of Wands, the Valley of Discs, and the 2 of Pentacles, all of which are reversed. Excuse me, that's a cat hair. All of which are reversed. The 4 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Valley of Discs. So, Listen, somebody's pissed you off here, Virgo. I feel you getting triggered by something here, some underestimation. Someone's underestimating you, telling you you can't do that or you're not ready for that. I'm even hearing it could be as bad as you're not good enough for that. Now, the thing about the Valley of Discs reverse, this is earth sign energy, so I'm saying it's you, but if you're dealing with an earth sign in May who you're already having conflict with, I see this progressing into the beginning of June and causing major feelings of insecurity. For whatever reason, you have this feeling of you opposing something else, or you squaring off to something else, and you feeling like you have to be defensive, you have to prove yourself. Four of Wands reversed, you could be going through a challenging time where your home life isn't, you know, regular or balanced or harmonious. You could be feeling a rift in your sense of structure and stability, and you may even be moving house, and the whole experience has you just feeling like you're over your head with issues, and you're starting to doubt whether this was a good decision. I think with the Two of Pentacles reversed, you're also just a very busy person. You don't have a lot of time for the things that you're being given. So you're starting to feel like you're kind of losing stability here. I do feel like you're trying to simplify your life here. So for some of you, you are by the middle of June going to be calling certain things out and saying, hey, I don't have time for this. Or actually, I need to prioritize my stability. I already feel, you know, insecure, or I already feel inexperienced, or I already feel underskilled. I don't need this as well. I think that some of you are just going to internalize that though. I don't see you taking that confrontational approach. I see you feeling it. I see you feeling defensive. And I see you just trying to cut your responsibilities and almost isolate yourself as a coping mechanism here. I also see some of you feeling like the harmony, unharmonious energy is following you into multiple aspects of your life. If you're going through a work situation, it feels like it's being brought home as well. You're feeling rather overwhelmed here. So I want to get another, couple of cards from a separate deck is what I was trying to say. Just to clarify exactly what this is before we get advice on how to deal with it. Spirit, what exactly is going on over here with this square energy for Virgo? What exactly is going on over here with this square energy for Virgo? What exactly is going on over here? Okay, I don't mind this, but it's just, I think it could be better for you. We have the Six of Ingots reverse, Virgo. So honestly, you are needing to put your foot down. I don't know if you will. I'm seeing an imbalanced situation, somebody giving more than they have, or expected to give more than they have, feeling like your money is out of whack as well, which could be causing that sense of insecurity. Some of you are underpaid and overqualified. That could be the situation. But I just feel like you're severely underestimated here in this issue. It feels like you're being put in a situation where you're having to defend yourself. And the truth is, you're very, very well equipped. You have the ability, but you're being looked at like, listen, you're not ready enough, or you don't have enough, or you don't have this. And it feels really trivial. With the Five of Ingots here again, I definitely think that this is a situation that involves your finances or feeling left out. I'm mostly because there's no cups here. It feels like a money situation. It feels like you're being put in a situation where your finances are in a disarray, and it feels like with those Five of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles reversed, you may even need to borrow money or ask for a loan. Now, if that's the case, I think you would already be in that energy now, Virgo. I think you would already be feeling that now, because this is so early in the month. If you were going to have those kind of financial troubles, you'd be feeling it by the end of May. So the thing about the Six of Wands reversed is I think that all of this is leading up to a conversation that needs to be had with the right person. But our goal here seems to be to just not tip the boat. We don't want to cause more issues. We don't want to stir the pot. So some of you are purposefully avoiding a serious conversation because you don't want to make this situation worse. However, I do see you quietly removing yourself. And with the Seven of Ingots upright, I see you just trying to be more selective over how you invest your time, your energy, and your effort. If you're in a crappy job situation where you are overworked, underpaid, and you're really feeling it at the end of May, by the middle of June, you're going to be more confident in how this work situation can help build your career, whether it's from a money standpoint, purely money, or whether it's from a skill set and you being able to say, like, did this on my resume or my CV. I feel like there's a reason why by the middle of June, even though this is a pretty unfair situation and you're very underestimated, you're going to still feel by the middle of June that, you know what, as bad as this is, I still think that I should just wait it out because there is a reason why I'm doing this. And although right now I'm experiencing some sort of hardship, especially materially, I'm not ready to move forward yet. I need to continue where I'm at, and I need to make sure I've just finished this first. Some of you are waiting to leave your job with someone, or you're waiting to hear news before you leave this situation. You want to move from one thing to another, and the other thing isn't ready yet. So let's get some advice for you, Virgo. My Lord, what is happening here for Virgo? Some of you may even need to travel for work, and that's what this is, but I don't think so. What is the advice here for Virgo? Bottom deck energy is love. So we didn't have any cups cards over there. It was a very heavy financial situation is what it felt like. Conflict with someone over material possessions or material compensation. However, your advice is much more than just your material world. We have peace coming out for you first. And with love at the bottom deck, I just feel like the advice here is to maintain a sense of compassion and love for self at the very least. I also think that in this situation, whatever your action is, you're being very careful about what you do because you don't want to make the situation worse. But I also see you needing to have a serious conversation. So if you can do so peacefully, compassionately, I think that would be the best, just to ensure that you're not getting completely brutalized here in this way of underestimation and confrontation. You're also being shown clarity and finding reverse. So Spirit is saying this isn't the forever situation that you're supposed to settle into, but I firmly believe that what you're trying to be prepared for in order, in terms of moving forward, isn't quite ready yet, Virgo. And I apologize that my mouth is not cooperating with the messages. I'm getting some really quick messages and my mouth is so tired and it can't keep up, but I'm doing my best. I just feel like you're still getting there, and I feel like you're doing your best, and I think that this situation is temporary, but we're not quite ready to progress into something else. The Six of Coins was at the bottom of your other deck, and behind that we had the Ace of Coins. So I do see this leading to another more stable opportunity, but I think that it's going to take some time. In the meantime, you need more clarity in this situation. You need more information. You need to be more aware of how this situation is taking advantage of you. I feel like you are overskilled and underpaid or underappreciated. So I do think that you need to be made more aware of what else is out there. And through that cone of awareness, that clarity, you're going to be able to see other opportunities, that Ace of Coins. Let's move on to your second theme. In your second theme, we have T-square. So this is where it gets a bit more complicated. I see a three situation here, a third party situation, and I'm just going to use the guidebook really quickly to confirm a T-square energy. So keywords for T-square is pressure, explosion, creativity, bravery, overwhelm, and cyclic struggle. Okay, so in light, the T-square gives us the tools to be brave, creative, individualistic, and expansive. It's highly likely that this situation is pushing you to think outside the box and to consider doing things that you wouldn't have otherwise considered. If this is a workplace situation, I do see you teeing up with somebody and trying to leave with them, like a co-worker, or you finding your solution through the assistance of somebody else. Let us have a look at what Tarot can tell us about T-square for Virgo, please, Spirit. Oh my gosh, I always think my phone is on silent and then something loud comes through, like halfway through your reading too. It couldn't happen at the beginning. I apologize, Virgo. What is going on here with T-square for Virgo? Okay, what's happening here with T-square for Virgo, please, Spirit, in June specifically? Let's look at June. Okay, tell us more. Is there anything else? Thank you so much. I'm intrigued, Virgo. I do see a change in your material circumstances. And some of you, this is happening as soon as June. It is going to lead to you moving house even, or buying a house, putting a lot of money into your living situation. I see you paying a big bond for some of you if you're renting and moving into a new apartment and feeling like you have to put a lot of money down. Some of you are going to be, you know, going through financial struggles in order to secure a more balanced lifestyle. I just see like money going down. So either you're spending a lot in June, or you're having to kind of be more aware of your purchases, your expenses, or the outgoing money rather than your income. At the back of the deck, we do have the Seven of Wands reverse. So with this conflict, this cyclic struggle, and this opportunity for you to be an individual and move forward and expand, I do think that T-square is offering you the chance to examine other opportunities. I don't see all of you taking them. I feel like some of you are being very careful and cautious. You may have a lot of responsibilities, or you just don't feel like June is the right time for you to make such big decisions. First cards I have for you are the Three of Wands with the King of Cups, and the Ace of Wands came out with the Three of Wands too. I'm also seeing the King of Discs with the Four of Pentacles. So I see the Four of Pentacles as your only upright card. So although you have opportunity knocking at your door, there is a feeling of a false start or cancelled plans here. Us not ready to expand, us denying ourselves the opportunity to do that. And some of you are feeling like your hands are tied here. Some of you are being very fiercely loyal to another situation. This could be a love opportunity outside of work. You might have somebody interested in you, but you're not seeing them because you seem to be very devoted to something else, or very tunnel vision towards something else. Some of you could even be married. So this crush, this infatuation, this new interest, you're just not wanting to pursue. But I do see two people here, and one of them you have loyalty to, and they're complicating your ability to see anything else. I see a lot of things coming your way. However, you feel like this is just adding complications, adding pressure. And instead of seeing it as expansion, you're seeing it as more issues. Like, oh, I don't need another issue. I don't need another love interest. I don't need another job. Like, I'm barely surviving with this one. So I see you rejecting some of these opportunities, and I see you really just holding on to what you have, even though I also see that what you have isn't working. Can we clarify, is there anything else that they need to see about this T-square energy for Virgo, please, Spirit? We're going to take these two. Death reversed and the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is seeing somebody regretting. I could have, would have, should have done this. I could have, would have, should have done that. I wish I did this instead. I see regret here. I see regret. Is that Virgo or is that someone else, Spirit? The Eight of Wands. It's going to be you. You're going to feel like you missed out on an opportunity here for a more balanced contract or partnership, an opportunity to be happy for a lot of you. It's good to know that now, though. It's good to know that now. If you're dealing with a Virgo, this Virgo is really going to regret letting you go. Gosh, how can I show you this? Have a look at that, sweets. This Virgo is feeling very disappointed, feeling very much like I wasted a genuine opportunity. I could have been happy. Victim mentality. I see this as being you regretting, losing some sleep over this. I wish I did that instead. I wish I took that contract instead, or I wish I took that partnership instead, that opportunity instead. I wish I didn't let my fear overcome me. I wish I didn't get so stubborn and so invested in something that wasn't working. And I wish I would have trusted myself. I wish I would have trusted what I was feeling. I wish I had more confidence to go after the things that I wanted. So interesting. What is the advice here for Virgo in this situation, please, Spirit? What is the advice here for Virgo in this situation? Wow. What is the advice here for Virgo in this situation? Because the thing is, if you stay loyal to whatever this is that isn't working, I see you getting very bored. That's the other thing. Your advice is bottom deck energy prosperity, which tells me that success is possible. Success is possible. Growth is possible. Material success is possible. The thing about this energy is it's not over until you say it's over. So if you don't believe, if you block it with inspiration reversed, if you don't see the potential, then there is no potential. As soon as you tell yourself it's over, it's over. As soon as you tell yourself, I've got another chance, you've got another chance. The Ace of Wands is like the energy's there, but you've rejected it. So the energy is still there. Energy can't be destroyed. It's still there. With good luck reversed, you have to kind of believe and see a successful outcome. A lot of this has to do with how you see the outcome. Now, we also have closure and talent. So Spirit's advice for you is to do what you need to in order to sleep well at night. Do what you need to do, Virgo, in order to say, you know what, at the end of the day, I tried and I'm happy with the outcome. Because unfortunately, I see the exact opposite happening at this stage. Based on your current energy, I see regrets, I see late nights, sleeplessness. Why didn't I do this? I could have, would have, should have done that. I'm so frustrated with myself. I'm so sad with the situation. I can't sleep. My mind is overthinking this. With talent reversed, you are letting this energy from the first theme rub off on you to the point where you're feeling like you're not good enough. You're not seeing your talent. You're not seeing your worth. You're not seeing your ability to expand and to grow and to succumb these roadblocks and limitations that you are loyal to. So that's what I'm seeing with T-square. Your third and final theme is Leo reversed with 11 upright. So let's talk about this. 11 is significant in spirituality. It's a very powerful energy. It is very symbolic in old, ancient cultures, civilizations, and religions. For me, 11 is talking about a sense of union and connection to divine. Beyond the number 7, it's you ascending and feeling connected to the universal collective consciousness, not from an ego standpoint, not from a sense of like, I follow guidance. You're coming from I am guidance. I am the collective consciousness. I am connected. I understand. So there's a feeling here of, by the end of June, I do see a lot of you feeling bruised by your ego's choices with Leo here, your lack of pleasure due to where you have felt you didn't have the energy, nor courage, nor confidence to succeed. And I see this kind of hitting you to a point where a lot of you are going to want to either reconnect with your version of faith or just try to boost your confidence and try to connect yourself with a more confident part of yourself. This could manifest in a variety of ways depending on who you are as an individual. If you're very spiritual, you may want to isolate and just really go into hermit mode here and connect back to who you are and just sort of desensorize your life in terms of removing the distractions and the oppressions and the pressures. Whereas if you're not that kind of person, I see you numbing yourself and almost trying to really ground yourself by throwing yourself into material experiences, reminding yourself that at the end of the day, you will always make choices in this life. Some of them lead to greatness, some of them lead to challenges and lessons, but at the end of the day, you keep making choices. So it's almost like you have to do what works for you here and remind yourself how this will just keep rolling on your life, this experience, regardless of what you've done and what has happened. You're picking yourself up here. And I think that this could have to do with somebody else's influence as well. But I want to get Tarot to see what is happening over here with Virgo's Leo and 11 energy in June. Interesting. You got so many swords, not a lot of cups. All of your emotions are blocked in June. But so many swords, so many thoughts. You and Mercury are really working in tandem. There is still a Mercury retrograde. So once Mercury goes direct, maybe you'll feel a bit better and more confident in your decision making. Maybe you didn't think it affected you at all. But I feel like after mid-June, you're almost picking up the pieces here and you're having to kind of reinstill a sense of confidence in your decision making. At the back of the deck, I'm seeing the Emperor with the Chariot, and we also have the Ace of Cups back there as well. But I'm just going to show you those two cards peeping through. Chariot reversed is still feeling delayed in determination or delayed in action. Still losing a bit of conviction behind your action, still feeling like you need to be very careful and cautious before you move forward, still feeling afraid. Something's really rocked you, Virgo. Something has really rocked you and made you forget how incredible your calculated movements are. You might be a silent mover, but when you take action, you shock a lot of people. What you say matters. What you say is heard. You have a very profound presence. We have the Five of Swords and the Three of Swords reversed over here. So I'd see this as someone licking their wounds, regretting decisions, regretting choices, feeling like they need to remove themselves from conflict. I also think that for some reason there's conflict around you. And I feel like it's not only unnecessary, but I think that it's just weighing down on that sense of like defeat that you seem to have. I see you overcoming a lot of this by the end of June, giving yourself a healthy amount of time to process the differences between your experiences of what you created versus what happened for you, you know, and that can be very freeing, having that analysis, because you're forgiving yourself in the process. You're saying, well, actually, some of this was out of my control. I just did the best that I could. And even though it may not have been enough, you know, I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm not letting this hold me back. I see you processing a disappointment here and processing a feeling of like heartbreak or a decision that you regret, basically. We also have the Magician, which is technically you and Gemini. And we have the Five of Pentacles again reversed. So sweets, this Five of Pentacles will not leave you alone. This Five of Pentacles is a real feeling of like, wow, my material world is just not it. My material world is feeling very cold, is feeling very limited, scarce, I'm hearing, and something needs to change. I see with the Magician here, you are getting back your confidence, like I was saying. You're finding a stronger attachment to who you are over here, and you're feeling more connected to your ability to change your material world through your actions. It takes some time. I do believe that some of you are really going to wait until that end of month energy when we have a new moon in Cancer. I think that that will be significant for you. While for others of you, you're going to want to get into this energy as soon as Mercury retrograde is over. You're like, you know what a ride. It has been such a challenging, triggering month, and I just need to heal and process and forgive and move forward. I see you causing separation here. Some of you are choosing to stop answering certain calls, text messages, and emails because you just decide you're done. You don't need that. You don't want that. You're sick of that kind of conflict, and you need to just kind of heal here. So I see you feigning confidence in the public eye and pretending to be more put together than you are. But I think that that is a very, very promising form of self-preservation. And if anyone knows what you're doing, they can look at you and go, okay, just give Virgo space. Virgo needs time to work through this struggle that they've been going through. So Spirit, what is the advice over here for Virgo? What is the advice over here for Virgo? Yeah, okay, a few signs got this. I see separation for sure. I see boundaries, and I see boundaries being tested. With protection reversed, I see some of you really sort of pussyfooting around certain personalities that need to just be cut off. They may be friends, they could be family, they could be workers, colleagues. It just feels like with protection reversed, some of you are just really wanting to cut yourselves off from the world and go full hermit mode, while others of you are going to struggle to do that. Others of you are going to struggle to really remove yourselves from the situations that you feel hurt by. So the advice here is to just do what you can with what you've got and make sure it's coming from a space of protecting yourself and protecting your ability to grow. That's what I think is most important to you, protecting your ability to grow. So the first cards that came out were reconciliation and career, both reversed. I do see a change in financial situations. I see you, if you are unemployed, really getting into your entrepreneurial. Sorry, Virgo, we were just cut off by my camera. But as I was saying, if you are unemployed, I see you getting into your entrepreneurial spirit, trying to think of ways to rub two coins together and get something going for yourself with the Magician. I see you using your skills, your communication to be able to get something happening and feigning the confidence that you can do this. I see some of you really trying to overcome your material obstacles here. And I see you being successful with this 5 of Pentacles reversed. I see you being more realistic about your material world and going, you know what, this situation may not get better until I make it better. I may never be offered that promotion in this company. I may never be given the chance for a pay rise in this role. So I have to make that happen. I have to make it happen for myself. Now, for most of you, I see you walking away from a job if you haven't already. I see a lot of you walking away from someone who may have put you in a financially compromising situation because you've decided enough is enough. With beauty and freedom here, you're looking for what is best for you. You're moving on to the next best thing here. And I do see you having success, but I see it coming from a place of fake it till you make it, right? Fake it till you make it and trust that this is happening for you. I feel like there's been so many signs with 11 here. It makes me think of synchronicities. It makes me think of the way that the universe communicates with us to confirm we're on the right path, which is through repeat numbers, you know, synchronicities. So I do see you walking away from a job. I see some of you walking away from a relationship that was materially extorting. This person was not recognizing your wealth, severely underestimating you, putting you in a position where they were not believing in your goals and you were fiercely loyal to this person probably. But I see you gaining freedom, focusing on yourself and just focusing on how you see yourself and your confidence as well, Virgo. Success is coming for you, sweets. I think that this new moon in Cancer at the end of the month, literally the last day of the month, I believe it is, the second last day of the month, June 29th, is going to be very significant for you. I think that this is going to be a difficult month, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, I'm a very honest reader. I see regrets, but I also see growth and learning. And I see you needing to go into hermit mode to heal. Others of you are going to throw yourself into the material world and probably try to remain grounded by really just putting yourself into like a drinking situation or like an overly stimulating social situation to kind of bring yourself back into your reality. Whatever works for you, by the end of the month, you're feeling more confident and you're feeling like, okay, I need to make changes. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Virgo. I think you are my longest reading yet. I hope this reading was helpful, sweets. Very specific messages. So if it doesn't resonate 100%, don't force it to fit and don't let it take from you. You may have messages in your sun or rising sign, maybe your moon sign, if you're curious, if you want to check them out. Otherwise, it has been a pleasure to read for you, Virgo. Have a prosperous, wonderful, abundant month. Sending you so much love and light. You got this. You got this. And I shall connect with you in the love reading in the middle of June. Bye.